Welcome back, everybody. You know, as our loved ones get older, they may need additional help. But how can you tell if your senior in your life is in real need of help? How do you even bring up the topic? Tina Abbate Marzolf from SameAddress is here to explain, and we wish you a very good morning and a happy new year to you first off.
Thank you.
Tina, this is a tough one to approach. I recently heard a story about a senior who had been driving for all of his life here, and I just heard the story yesterday, and all of a sudden he was driving and he had some difficulties, and one of the relatives said, you need to cancel your license. Just that in itself can be so devastating for anybody. How do you begin to approach the subject?
I think the first thing you want to do is you kind of want to look and assess and look for some things that might be warning signs. So for example, in the driving example that you gave, there might have been dings in the car, or they were in the car and they actually had an opportunity to actually see that person driving and realize that there was some distance problems and other things. So the first thing you want to do are look for things that look a little different. Is their personality different? Are there problems? Then you have to have the conversation. To just say we need to take away the keys to the car is probably a rough way to go. What we really want to do is say, hey, I've noticed some things that make me worried. Let's bring in some people, let's talk to some people, and let's see if there might be a way to keep you driving safely, or if there might be some other options that can keep you, healthy in your community.
There are so many seniors out there who, of course, are so independent, and they're independent-minded before anything, and they say, look, I've lived my life, I've raised my kids, and I've watched my grandchildren grow. You will not take me out of this house. However, things can happen in the home that can pose great danger. So what are the signs that perhaps the house isn't being taken care of, in turn the senior is not?
So some of the things, especially as we age, we may need to make some modifications in the home that keep it a little safer, right? Because safety in the home is important. So we may want to have some grab bars installed in places, or very simple fixes, railings added in certain places, or just minor changes to rugs and the way the furniture is placed so that we can help reduce the incidence of falls or other things in the home. A sign that they might need help in the home might be things like things are piled up in the home, or things seem to be kind of dilapidating in the home. We're not keeping up with things. So that might be a sign where we might say, hey, I've noticed these things are happening. There's some resources that can help us take care of these things. And
we'll talk about those resources in a minute, but one of the telltale signs you just mentioned was stuff piling up. Another one may be like plants in the house, and you provided this tip that I thought was really interesting and good. That suddenly, this person loved to, keep plants in the house, and the plants are dying. You open the fridge, and what do you see? You
see food that may be old and food that hasn't been discarded. Things are piled up. Lots of leftovers, and that can be dangerous, obviously, for eating food that's been in the fridge for a long time.
So we know what the problem is. Let's talk a little bit about solutions. The first thing is starting the conversation, but also there are resources out there that can help these good men and women who need the help.
Absolutely. So the Area Agency on Aging has a program called SameAddress, and what's nice about the program is we can come in, we can work with you, and we can do a review. We call it a care review of the situation. We can assess you, the environment, talk to you a little bit about what's working, what's not working, and see if there might be some options for you. SameAddress, obviously its name, SameAddress, is designed to keep older people living safely, comfortably, and independently in their homes. And that's something that really does seem to resonate and appeal to many older adults and their family members.
I love what you guys do, because I think, and I will say it, in this country we have to have more respect for our seniors. They have provided the foundation, the very shoulders that we stand on, because of these guys and gals, and so it's good that you guys are out there to help them. So thank you so much. Tina Abbate Marzolf for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. As the snow begins to